welcome to Noel Deasy Cars. In the background here we have the Kodiaq Sportline finished in steel grey. We're going to have a look at the front of the Kodiaq Sportline and see what differentiates it against the other Kodiaqs in the range. The thing that really stands out in the front of this car is the black grille. It looks pretty aggressive. The headlights are a smoked kind of a very dark grey in comparison to the brighter looking headlamps in the ordinary Kodiaq. The front bumper is different. It's a little bit wider, it's a little bit deeper, and you've got these aggressive looking fins coming out at the left and the right hand front of the bumper. So that's the first thing you'll notice about the front. It's got an imposing look and you'd really know it looks different to an ordinary Kodiaq. Coming around the side, the 19-inch Triglav alloys finished in anthracite. You have black mirrors. You have the Sportline badging on the top of the wing. You've got the sunset glass in the rear. You've got the black rails anodized on the roof. The rear bumper is a little bit different again. You have a beautiful piece of chrome trim that goes again from left to right to the back of the bumper. You have the very new black lettering, Kodiaq and Skoda. As you can probably see, they removed the old Skoda logo on the tailgate and it's now the Skoda lettering. This version happens to be the very top of the range. Apart from the Kodiaq RS, it's a 4x4 190 DSG. So if you're looking for performance and something that you can go off-road in, this is the Kodiaq to do it in. Coming around to the driver's side, you can see on the driver's side there's a little sensor here. You grab the handle and the door opens. It's very simple and it works pretty flawlessly every time. As you open the door, what's immediate even before you sit in is the smell of leather and suede, and you can really smell the quality ever before you step into the car. So let's have a look at the driver's seat with the 3 memory functions which are unique on the Sportline model. This is available on other models, but it's standard in the Sportline and it's one of the things you get as part of the kit. You have an electric adjustment with 3 memory settings. You have back and forward, you have up, you have down, and you have a lumbar support here, left and right, up and down. You probably can't see it on the video, but it's very effective. Then all you need to do, you can assign keys to the different profiles. So if somebody gets in with 1 key, they can be on seat memory 1, the next person might be on seat memory 2, and so on. Inside, it's similar in lots of ways to the Kodiaq, to the ordinary Ambition and Style models. The one thing that will set it apart obviously is the seating. The sport seats, they're figure hugging, they're really comfortable, and they're not just from an aesthetic point of view. As with all Kodiaqs, you can see the electronic handbrake, electronic hill hold. You can turn that on or off. That's your traction control button. This model has an optional heated front windscreen, so it's a matter of clearing your windscreen in the morning. Just press the button and in a couple of seconds it's cleared. No need to throw hot water from a kettle on the windscreen. Just press the button here, it defrosts. You have heated seats for driver and passenger. 3, 2, 1, off. Let's just have a look here at the mode. So if you hit mode, these are a list of your driving profiles: eco, normal, sport, individual and snow. From normal, the steering is normal, the acceleration is normal, the throttle response is normal. On sport, this all changes. If you want the best of both worlds, on individual, you can change the steering to sport and you can have the normal drive. The gearbox won't go into sport mode. The most popular mode would be individual. To recap, steering is sport, so you get the nice sporty feel. If you have the gearbox, if you change drive to sport, the gearbox changes to sport mode, which a lot of people don't like, including myself. And then you have ACC, adaptive cruise control, which is an extra which this car has. Available in many Skoda models, not all Skoda models, is Škoda Connect. I'm going to give you a brief overview of Škoda Connect. I have one that I have already set up, so I'm going to give you a look at what it can do for you. So let's have a brief look here on the roof. This is all part of the Škoda Connect and what you get. So there's an SOS, you can see there's a little spanner, and you can see there's an eye for information. When you set up a Skoda account, a Škoda Connect account, which is unique to the user, these 3 buttons will work, and it's EU regulation now that if the car has these controls in a new car, then they have to be working. So first off, we have IF information, which will ring Skoda customer care in Dublin once it's set up. The second one is the breakdown assist. Now I know people of old would have been looking on the top right hand side of the window looking for the Skoda assist number if they broke down. No need to worry about that anymore, and it's got its own GSM SIM built into the car, so there's no need to have to look for the number or look in the glove box for the Skoda assist number if you broke down. You just press the button, it'll ring the number, and they'll know where you are from there. And lastly, the SOS button. If you're involved in an accident, this SOS button will alert emergency services, or if you witness an accident, you can press the SOS button and it'll dial emergency services. So that's all part of Škoda Connect. On top of that, let's have a look, because we already have an account set up. So there is Škoda Connect here, and we have one set up on another model, Kodiaq. So on top of these roof mounted buttons, you download the Skoda app, and this is basically what I can do for you. So we'll go into doors and lights. You can lock and unlock your car from the app remotely anywhere in the world. Once you have data, you can see this vehicle at the moment is locked. I can click unlock, click OK, enter my PIN, and in about 30 seconds that vehicle will now be unlocked. Handy if you lock the beauty about these cars is you can lock the keys into them, but if you did, or if you left something in the car, or somebody didn't have the keys, or the keys were lost, you have access to your car. This one is now unlocked. You can see the status has changed. Press lock again, press OK, the PIN number goes in, and now it's unlocking the vehicle. Moving on to the next piece, vehicle status. You can see the mileage. There's 2,735 kilometers on this car. There's 70 kilometers left in the tank. On to the next bit. This is driving distance. You can set this up whichever way. You can see your fuel economy, the last time you drove the car, how efficiently you're driving, etc. One of the greatest things about it is the parking position. So we can see here another within range. You can honk and flash the horn and flash the lights. Very handy if you were stuck in an airport and you had no idea where you left your car exactly. But you can see this particular car that's on the account is here in the building somewhere outside in our forecourt, so it's going to be pretty easy to find it. You probably won't hear the horn if I do honk the horn and flash the lights, but this is where the car is. Moving on to the next piece, you can generate vehicle health reports. If there's a light on the dash of your car and you don't know what it is, that's another thing you can do. You can set up a trip planner if you're deciding that you're going to go away for the weekend and you want to visit different places. You can add it to your trip planner if you wish. Area notification is another thing. Speed notification. Well, on speed notification you can set, we'll say 100 kilometers an hour, and if you give somebody your car and they exceed the speed limit, or if you exceed the speed limit, you get a notification email to say your speed limit has been exceeded. So if you're looking for an executive SUV with a sporting twist, the Kodiaq Sportline could be the car for you. This 2-litre TDI 190 4x4 in automatic transmission will leave the rest from 0 to 100 kilometers in 8.5 seconds. This vehicle is available on PCP Finance at 2.9% APR, T's and C's through Volkswagen Bank, and also HP at 3.9% through our lending partners Volkswagen Bank. We look forward to seeing you. Pick up the phone or call into our showroom today for a test drive. This vehicle is available now. No waiting list, you can buy it today.